Hello there, this is Chris Farrell. I am one of the members of the EMP Army, and the other gentleman that you can see here on the screen needs no introduction, of course. The founder, the lead developer of EMP.Money, general all-round super top chap, AJ Brockman. How are you, AJ?
Wonderful, Chris. Thank you. What a great introduction, my friend. So, yeah, happy to be here. And today we have some very exciting things that we want to go over in regards to an infinite money loop. And now, on the surface, you think, man, that doesn't sound, what's an infinite money loop? That can't be possible. Well, the next 10 or 20 minutes, we're going to break it down for you step by step. Again, Chris has a phenomenal way of explaining things very concise, and we don't want any of you to be overwhelmed. Again, EMP is a cutting edge DeFi platform, and a lot of times people can get overwhelmed or
Yeah.
intimidated. And this video is specifically meant to help you all learn the best way to participate. And yeah, man, I'm excited.
Are you ready, AJ? Should we jump into the process?
I love it. Let's hear it, Chris. Lay it on us, brother. Go ahead, man.
So this is as I said, the 64,000-foot overview. So let's just share this with you. So we start with the boardroom and the farm, two areas within EMP.Money, both of which allow us to earn passive income in terms of tokens that they generate. Now, firstly, the boardroom, as we briefly mentioned, when we are above peg, it prints EMP, the token. Great. We get it for free if we have something staked in the boardroom. Wonderful. The farm, exactly the same, that prints eShare. So now we've got two assets for free that we haven't had to pay for that are being printed in EMP.Money. So the infinite loop works as follows. We start rather with the farm. Well, actually, let's just clarify. We've now got EMP and we've got eShare, both for free, both for free. Now, one thing that you're going to hear AJ and I say many times in this video is the golden rule. The golden rule for all this to work, we've kind of alluded it a few times already in this conversation, but the golden rule is do not sell EMP. Why? Because that makes peg go down and none of this works. That really, if you only take away one thing from this video, it's do not sell EMP. And we see it a lot, don't we, AJ? We see people selling EMP because they think, oh, I've got some profit here, not realizing that they're damaging it for everybody.
Absolutely, brother. And the beautiful part, again, we're all here to make money. That is why we're in crypto. That's why we're in DeFi. But the beautiful part is how you make the most money in our protocol is also what is best for the protocol. So again, people are tempted to just sell their EMP, but if they utilize this strategy, the infinite money loop that again we're going over now, you actually are able to make much more money in the long term and accumulate more Ethereum during a bear market, which we're in at the moment, to where when we are seeing the next bull run, the rewards are even more maximized. So again, EMP is a utility token that is used to produce more eShare, and eShare is what you want to take your profit in. That once you have that light bulb moment and realize that is how this ecosystem will absolutely explode. So yeah, 100%, Chris.
I remember having that light bulb moment myself and realizing, actually, gosh, you can make good profit, but you take your profit from eShare. But we'll come on to that in a few moments' time. So let's carry on. I know that we're throwing a bit of information at you. Really, the takeaway is do not sell EMP. So with that in mind, let's just continue to kind of probe and dig down a little bit deeper. So let's just remind ourselves where we are. We've got the boardroom and the farm. They're both printing different tokens, EMP and eShare. Great. Now, the infinite money loop starts as follows. We start with the farm and we take the eShare. And then with that eShare, we go to Pancake Swap and we swap it for Ethereum. So we've got rid of the eShare that we got for free, and we've now swapped it for Ethereum, which we've got for free, which alone is just incredible. So now let's just remain focused. Now we have EMP still from the boardroom, and now we've got Ethereum. Great. So we've got these two assets, two separate assets. The very next thing we do is we take these two assets and we pair them together and we create a liquidity pair or a liquidity token. And we do that also in Pancake Swap. Now, again, as AJ and I have said, we appreciate if you're brand new to this universe, to EMP.Money, to DeFi, even how to create a liquidity token, maybe something you are unaware of. We understand that. This is just the overview. We do have separate videos that go through how to do this in detail. But for now, just bear with us while we continue, if that's okay. So now what we've done is we've taken our Ethereum and our EMP and we've put them together. We've created this new asset called a liquidity token, and we put that back in the farm. This is the start of the loop, hence the name, the infinity loop. And then that will print us more eShare. And because we've increased our deposits in the farm, that eShare will increase. And then this is how we take profits responsibly. We could either sell some of that eShare for Ethereum, as you can see here on your screen, or you might decide, you know what, I'm going to take 50% of it as profit and put it in my pocket. But this is the infinite money loop. And here's the thing that I think is genius about this. If you follow this, firstly, you're acting responsibly, because have you noticed you're still making good money, but you're not selling, and there's no selling pressure on EMP. That's what we keep going on about. We do not want to sell EMP at all, because if we sell EMP, we go below peg and all this stops. Yet, if we're a little bit smarter, we spend a little bit of time educating ourselves, that's really the key to any success, isn't it? Educating ourselves, then we understand that actually we can still have EMP being printed. We can still financially benefit from it without having to sell that EMP. So we'll look at the steps. I'll write them down in a step-by-step detail in a second. But AJ, do you want to jump in and sort of share
Yeah.
anything you want to share about this?
Absolutely, brother. So again, Chris, you do such an amazing job breaking it down. We know that it can be very overwhelming. And again,
Yes.
if you're so new to DeFi that you're not even sure what an LP token is, that's okay. I mean,
Yes.
we have an amazing academy that we're going to talk about at the very end of this video. Our Telegram and Discord community is extremely helpful. And a lot of this is also on the website itself. So again, there's a lot of tooltips and buttons that do a lot of this for you automatically on the website. So again, just this is a high level overview, so where you really know how to the rules of the game, so to speak, and how to play the game in the most optimal way possible, and then you can implement that in our ecosystem. And one more thing too, I want to touch on, Chris. You know, you mentioned it a little bit, but I think it's really important that we go over one more time. The larger, I'm sorry, the more we're able to maintain peg and the longer we're able to maintain peg, that does absolute wonders for the price of eShare. So again, you want to profit in eShare, so obviously you would want to do everything in your power to increase the value of eShare, and
Mm.
this is what we're laying out. When you sell EMP, not only are you, yeah, maybe you're getting a quick profit, but now you're devaluing the eShare holdings that you have. So really, you're hurting yourself, and that's why I say what's best for the protocol is also best for the investor. And again, once you finally internalize that, the gains are exponential in what you can experience. And this is very different than most DeFi projects. Again,
Mm.
and that's why we created EMP, because we're not relying on somebody buying, your token or asset from you at a higher price to be able to profit. That's how 99% of other DeFi projects work. You buy a token and you have to sell it at a higher price to be able to make money. Here at EMP, you make your money through these yielding opportunities, which again, it's how billionaires are made in the real financial world. You live off the yield of your asset. So yeah, really exciting stuff. So yeah, go ahead, Chris. You want to break it down step by step
Yeah,
one
thanks,
more time?
AJ. It
Yeah,
is
man.
so exciting, and again, there is a lot to take on board. But what if you? I mean, this actually, truthfully, AJ, it took me really 2 years to get my whole head around when I started studying these. I started studying decentralized finance in the summer of 2020,
For
and
sure.
it took a while. So we understand that there's a lot, but really, we just want you to come away from this video with the kind of the thought process that you know that there's something here. I mean, you do. You're here watching this video, so clearly you do. So we would encourage you to push that education a little bit further, because this is such a great opportunity and great time to get involved. Anyhow, let's we don't want this video to go on too long, so just we got a quick couple more things to share with you. So firstly, let's just go through what we went through step by step. Remember the golden rule, I think you know by now, do not sell EMP, but essentially this is the infinite money loop step by step. You will claim your E share from the farm. You will then claim your EMP from the boardroom. So we've now got two assets. You will then swap your eShare at PancakeSwap for Ethereum. So you've got rid of your eShare, buy eShare, but you swapped it for Ethereum. So you'll now have Ethereum and EMP. Then what you do is you take those two assets, you'll pair them together. It's known as creating a liquidity pair, or liquidity token, some people call it. You do that something called PancakeSwap. Don't worry if you're not sure how to do that right now. We'll come on to that in a second. You will then deposit that liquidity token that you just created back into the farm at EMP.Money, and that will earn you more eShare. You can repeat the process, and then you can take profits by selling some or all of your eShare. But remember, you do not sell, and you don't need to sell EMP. So EMP, you do not sell. Really, I guess, AJ, that's kind of our one central message that we wanted to share in this video, which is do not sell EMP. I think you get the general idea. I think you
I
get the
love it.
general idea.
Yes, Chris, absolutely, brother. Again, we say what we say, in the best interest of all of you. There is no ulterior motives. Again, I know it
Yes,
sounds
that's good to
strange.
mention.
Yeah, totally. It sounds strange to hear, don't sell EMP. But again, this video is meant to outline everything that we're saying, and we're all here to make money. Again, it's about how you make money that's important, and not taking the quick profit by selling EMP, and actually utilizing EMP to make more. And two, I mean, the more EMP you own, the larger ownership of the protocol you have. So again, the more you utilize this infinite money loop, it through the power of compounding and compound interest, you're actually able to make more and more, the more you scale this up, which is even more powerful. So yeah, exciting stuff, brother. Again, that was an amazing overview. And then we have one more slide too, I think.
Yes.
Some
So
some
I was just
bonus
going to.
coverage, right?
So
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
So what I was going to say was, so if you would like to know a little bit more about this, probably our best advice is go to EMP.Money. There's a link to some free training called the Academy, and that's a very good place to start. And we're very active on a Telegram as well. If you have any questions, we understand that you do. But we want to kind of wrap up this video by almost taking a tiny bit more of a deeper dive. We don't want to, you to be overwhelmed, but this is a little bit more, I wouldn't say advanced, but there's a few more things we're going to throw at you. So something incredibly exciting that is going on. AJ, I'm going to actually hand to you to kind of talk us through exactly what we're looking at here.
Absolutely, brother. So again, all that we went over is extremely important, but that relies on the boardroom actually printing. So again, depending on when you're watching this video, at the moment we are below peg very slightly. I mean, we're right on the edge. That's why we wanted to do this video,
Yes.
so that when the boardroom is printing, people know what to do with their EMP. But we even take it a step farther, and this is a really exciting time because we have been able to release our Sentinel Squadron NFTs. And these NFTs not only were the largest independent mint on Binance Smart Chain or BNB chain, which we did last week. We were able to raise $1.5 million
It's incredible.
through the NFT sale. I know, Chris. I'm still in shock
Mm.
about the success that we've had. So, if you have one of these NFTs, consider yourself very lucky. If you don't have one of them, you can pick one up on the secondary market, which again, we have links to all that on our socials and our website. But this is a very interesting concept that builds upon what Chris just outlined with the infinite money loop, utilizing our NFTs. So the long story short is you pair up again in a certain ratio our kilo node. You would buy a kilo node with EMP, and then you would also need at least one NFT. We'll use kilo as an example for right now, just to keep the math very easy. Well, the rewards that your NFT produces daily as in eShare and BNB. I'm sorry, eShare and MDB, which again is another token that can be sold without hurting the protocol, or MDB, which is another DeFi protocol that we partnered with. So you can take those rewards in eShare and MDB from your NFTs, you sell them for Ethereum, and now you pair it up with the EMP that your Kilo node is emitting, and that math works out almost perfectly to be about the same value to where you're able to utilize this infinite money loop day after day after day, which is increasing your EMP ETH LP, which then you put back into the farm and earn eShare, which again can be used in the same process, or use it to take profit. So again, just to recover all this, you buy 1 kilo node, um, you buy one NFT, then you swap your eShare and MDB for Ethereum from those NFTs, and then you pair up the node emissions with the LP. I'm sorry, with the Ethereum. You make an LP token, and then you go into the farms. And again, you just continue that loop. Or again, you could even use your LP to go into detonator as well. So again, it's just an amazing way of continuing the money loop in a very responsible manner. And if even if a small percentage of people followed this rule, we would be absolutely bulletproof as far as our sustainability and
Wow.
maintaining peg. So yeah, does that make sense, Chris? I don't
Well,
know if you
that
want to go over it again in your own way, but yeah, I think we're yeah, you're
well,
so good at explaining, brother.
well,
So
thank you, AJ. Thank you. It's funny you say that because I know that when it's how I personally need to learn stuff. I need to have stuff laid out, step by step for me to understand. I really do. So I am conscious that I'm aware that some may be watching this video thinking, hang on, I sort of see that there's an opportunity, but I don't really get it. We don't expect you to, understand every single nuance totally. Really, my headline would
absolutely.
be at EMP.Money. I think, in fact, you can correct me here, AJ, if I'm wrong. I think there's like 11 different passive income opportunities. Is that correct? Or are there more?
Yes, brother. Yeah, and that is another crazy part. Again, I think right now we're at about 10 ways to earn,
Okay.
just because the boardroom isn't printing
Oh,
at
of
the
course, yeah.
moment. But yeah, I mean, and that's a beautiful part. I mean, there are ways to earn in our ecosystem without relying on Peg, which
Very
again
true.
makes us very different as well. But the true potential of the protocol is realized when we are firing on all cylinders. Again, the better the peg, the higher the price of eShare, and the higher the APRs in the farms, and in detonator and in reactor. So again, the protocol is meant to ebb and flow with the demand, with the overall market conditions, and really that's amazing as well because it truly makes EMP the most sustainable DeFi protocol out there by utilizing all of these different mechanisms to produce yield. So yeah, I mean it's an amazing time. Anybody watching this video, it's a perfect opportunity to get in. Anybody in crypto, like you said, Chris, we're anybody in crypto is the 1%. Anybody in DeFi is
Mm.
the 1% of the 1%. So again, we're on the cutting edge, and we're really excited for what we're building and what we're rolling out. So thank you for going over all this, Chris.
Not
We
at all.
appreciate it, brother. Yeah,
Well, not at all, AJ. And just to kind of wrap up, we really are, as AJ says, this is we're at the kind of the forefront of the next wave of where finance is going. Having the days of centralized institutions and banks and corporations and middlemen, it's all becoming obsolete. I mean, that's what's caused the crash in 2008. It's no coincidence that out of that mess of the financial crash, which some people still are recovering from now, that's when Bitcoin emerged, because centralized finance clearly wasn't working for most people. It needed to be decentralized, and here we are. So there's an opportunity for all of us, but it all comes down to educating ourselves. And again, if there's elements of this, which I'm sure there are, that you're not 100% clear about, we do get that. We understand that. We just really would encourage you to think, okay, I want to explore this a little bit further. Go to the academy at EMP.Money. That's a great place to start. We're very accessible. AJ is very accessible. I mean, how many leaders of any protocol this active online? You're doing Ask Me Anythings every day. I mean, literally every single day. You're very accessible. If somebody
Absolutely,
does have
Chris.
a question, AJ, let's wrap up with this. If somebody does have a particular question, what would be the best way to get in touch? Or if they wanted to learn more, what would be the next natural step?
Yes, 100%, brother. So again, like we said all along, we don't want any of you to be intimidated by this. We understand it's very overwhelming, especially if you're new here. But again, we're here to help. So education is key. Again, through videos like what we just went through. But we also do daily AMAs. Ask Me Anything is what the AMA stands for, and we do it on our YouTube channel. So if you type EMP.Money into YouTube, you can find our official YouTube page. Chris also mentioned we have an academy. It's a free online course, 100% free, no strings attached, that goes through our entire protocol from beginning to end, and how to get involved. Again, this strategy we just went over is one video. We have about 14 or 15 total videos. It'll take you about an hour and a half to do it at your convenience, but that will really help you learn how to again maximize your involvement in EMP. And finally, we have amazing community. Again, Chris is part of our EMP Army generals, and so we have a bunch of admins and community members that are willing and eager to help you. So join our Discord or our Telegram. As well. Just remember, be very safe. Nobody will ever ask you for your seed phrase or to connect to other websites, and never answer DM direct messages. You can do everything publicly in those chats. So yeah, very exciting. Again, once people finally realize the power of what we have built here at EMP, it truly is a very powerful tool for passive income and sustainable passive income as well. So right on, Chris. I appreciate it, my friend.
Thanks, AJ. We appreciate your time. Thanks, everyone, for checking out this video. We'll let you get back to your day. We'll speak to you soon. All the best. Bye.